Hey everybody, Icy here. Got a couple of things I want to read. I've been doing some research about what's going on at the border. So, your opinion is important, so just bear with me on this one. Uh, During Donald Trump's time in office, the encounters at the border on a monthly basis averaged around 51,000, you know, illegals, crossing and encountering Border Patrol. Since Biden has been in office, the encounters equal 189,000 a month and climbing. So it appears that the numbers are going up, almost four times as much. Uh, in 2021, there were, for illegals, drugs coming across the border, it was 913,000 pounds of illegal drugs were seized in 2021. In 2022, 656,000 pounds of illegal drugs were seized. And in 2023, as of just March, 264,000 pounds of illegal drugs. Now, so we know that we have a lot of illegals crossing the border seeking asylum, which is foolish because why didn't they seek asylum in the first country they went to when they fled their own? But it's not asylum, they're just trying to come to the States. Now, we have people that are responsible on the southern states such as Arizona and Texas, New Mexico. They are trying their darndest to prevent the flood of illegals coming into the country. And last year, the Department of Justice sued the state of Arizona because they were filling in the gaps in the border wall with cargo containers. You know, the ones you see on the ships, or the ones that are on the back of tractor trailers, those big things. Well, they were stacking them three high, and they're making their own wall, trying to prevent this, the tide of illegals coming into their state in Arizona. Excuse me. The federal government, Department of Justice, sued the state. They claimed that the Forest Service couldn't have access to the border itself, and that some trees were removed and some drainage ditches were clogged from the construction being used to put those containers up. And there's the fun part. The Department of Justice, the federal government, asked the state of Arizona to compensate them for their loss. They didn't lose nothing. They gained. They gained security at the border. But it's all about money. I told you that before. Everything comes down to being money. Amazing. Now, that's enough for me talking about the border. I'm just going to throw a quick one out there about Medicare. Did you know that Medicare prints all their paperwork out in multiple languages? I think last count was like 13 different languages on the monthly Medicare statement that the people get in the mail, or it's quarterly, I don't know. My question is this: why? You're in the United States. If you're a citizen, when you take a citizen test, you're supposed to know English. You're supposed to speak, read, and write English. You're supposed to comprehend English. So why print it in Polish or Korean or Japanese or, Arabic? Why? Because you allowed these refugees to come to this country? If they're here, they should have to learn. You want the federal government to save money, quit posting everything in multiple languages, just post it in English only. And just on your website, they have translations. They could log on to the website and they could look at the translation and read it themselves or listen to it themselves. You don't need to waste all our tax dollars on printing up languages for all these different people when they wanted to come here. We didn't make them come here. They came here because they wanted to. So if you want to be here, you should learn English. But that's my big beef with the federal government anyway, because they refuse to have a national language. You go to every other country in the world. Now, I've been to 26 different countries. I lived in 5 different countries, and I know this for a fact. They don't print a lot of crap up in English. You may see some road signs that are dual languages, but that's just so you could get where you're going. But general information, no. It's in the native language. You want to learn? You better learn their language. So maybe that's a lesson we should take here too, you know? Oh well, Icy out.